Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. We are going to continue. Actually, it said something down in the bottom corner of the screen. I don't know what it said. I'll have to find out. I can't go back to the main menu, so...
You and I will travel a ways together. I will teach you all I know, and you will destroy he who has taken my place.
Alright. We'll just start with the High Priestess. We've got our companion. Alright, so collect blessings in order to enter the ritual house at the summit of Mount Freitas and negotiate a treaty with the Northerners there. Gain blessings to increase your chance of success. Do not expect to be welcomed by Northerners whilst treading in their lands. Survive Mount Freitas by restoring life at camp. Stuff with tokens is priority first, and then we can do other stuff after that. We've got a lot of stuff. Okay, we have no new weapons. We don't know what the ruby ring is. We don't know what the Valiant Aegis does. I do like the Cardinal Blade and the Bastion of Purification. Oh, and Winter's Bane is new. Alright. Well, there we go.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate.
Ooh, 2 tokens.
Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Mal has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Brandstrom and help open many doors for you. What do you say? How can I help? As you know, I have a great many skills, but my swordsmanship is unlikely to hold up against Northern raiders. I know no one else who is more up to the task. Let's ask about the leader of the raiders. Let's get our full information. There are many clans dotted around, but the supposed leader of them all is the High Priestess who lives up there. Mel points to the top of a soaring mountain before you. What is your mission? General Brandstrom instructed me not to come back until I talk to the High Priestess of the North and offer the terms of the treaty, he explains. Let's go! Excellent, bring your sword and let me do the talking, says Mal. I've brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. Holy butts! I have a feeling that food's not going to last long for some reason. Mal shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance at swaying her in our favor. Collect at least 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. Holy butts. You grit your teeth and begin the ascent.
A lesson in caution awaits us all. Nature, truly wild nature, will not tolerate fury in its domain, unless it is its own.
High up on the mountain, you see the silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind. Who dares trespass in the sacred grounds of our priestess? Okay, just straight into it. I have to remember all my buttons again. Oh, we start with an axe. Gotta dodge that. That was close. Gotcha. Wow, we didn't take a hit there. I mean, I did, but I had Mal's shield. Ooh. So knock down Northerner. Perform a powerful strike that causes a knockdown to Northerners. Enemies in knockdown can be defeated with a finisher. Riposte charge. Against Northerners, riposte deals 150% damage and counts double towards weapon charge. Yeah, I think we're going to take this. And we got some food. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble as a wall of white rushes towards the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. Yeah.
Back to the bones.
Holy crap! Achievement, Devil Dice! I rolled all 6s. Yeah, nice. I don't know if that's actually the achievement, but I'm guessing, because how often do you roll all 6s, right? You seek shelter against a bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near, you realize it is still clenched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by an avalanche. Let's dig him out. Oh, I got fame! You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You saved me, though we are enemies by blood. Take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." Heroic Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Prior to combat, with 2 or more monster cards, optionally discard a basic monster card, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Interesting.
Be careful where one takes refuge, even in the worst of storms.
The climb becomes unbearable as a ferocious blizzard sweeps the mountain. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. Oh god. Okay, track the cards. Woohoo! That's the first time I think I've tracked cards successfully. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Mal forages for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night." Access the campfire at any time between encounters. The campfire can be used to consume food, trade, or review your mission. Interesting.
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with each challenge. Be prepared.
Interesting. Okay, I hit Y just to check it out. A figure appears out of the swirl of frosted snow. It is a northerner. "I come in peace," he says. "I make the pilgrimage to the high priestess. I mean you no harm." Without waiting for approval, he slumps down beside you and warms his hands by the fire. "In my youth, I once fancied a northerner warrior. She almost cut off my head when I serenaded her." Mal plucks a mournful note on his lute. "Young love, hey?" We cannot afford that. Okay. It's good to know. You sleep through the long cold night. In the morning, you pack your things and continue your climb up the mountain.
With the least of
Oh, goody.
notice, the very lands beneath your feet can slide away. Life
It's
is filled with surprises.
It's the same as the last one, so I'm not going to read it. This time we have Winter's Bane, though. And a basic shield. Used to defend those in need.
Who dares venture less than the amazing Malachus and assistant?
That one could have caught me. Ooh. I got hit just a couple too many times there. Did not have a chance to actually get my special. Should have helped. Yes. Oh! Interesting how we just kind of gained those. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. Yeah, we already know this. Oh, well, you don't have a chance to... Oh, right. Nice, we barely make it out.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
I'll take him out again. And we get a blessing. Bonus reroll. Nice. Although not always amazing.
These tokens represent...
Oh god, it's the lemon cake again.
More options.
There is literally one failure.
More opportunities.
We got it this time, though. I successfully tracked. You follow the song through thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of a forest. It has been 12 winters since I had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token. In the
Another
cold,
blizzard.
men become desperate. Women hold these mountains together, even through the worst.
I lost it. Whew. When the howling winds ease. Yeah, we know this one.
The mountain itself pushes you back.
A sudden blizzard slows your progress through Mount Freitas. The bitter winds pierce your skin like shards of glass. Still we ascend!
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
As you ascend the snowy Mount Freitas, you happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. We've come in search of the great high priestess to deliver an important message, says Mal. You'd better go bearing blessings if you want to get on the high priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch right now if you'd like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you can take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. Mal politely declines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, we picked a random blessing. Add +1 to each of your dice during the dice gambit. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Freitas, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. Yeah, so we basically have a resistance against those silly
Not
blizzard
every
ones.
temple has crumbled into the dust. More's the pity.
The Temple of Divine Providence provides blessings in exchange for a simple gold donation. Sure. Oh, we get to pick? Receive +4 food after every dice gambit. 15 life for every gold gain card you receive. If your max life is less than 150, you may discard food gain or equipment gain to receive +5 max life. Gain up to 20 gold at the beginning of a new map if you have less than 20 gold. Score the exact target on the dice value gamut to draw 2 equipment cards, then discard this card. I like the Monk's Vitality. Yeah. We don't lose 6 gold, we donated it. I'm not even worried. Oh, that's right, this isn't the dice challenge. Okay, our first failure. The wretched smell of fish meat and stale sweat alerts you to the presence of a bear rousing from hibernation. The ferocious beast bares its teeth and swipes at you with giant paws. You flee the cave, having barely survived the savage attack. Luckily, the blizzard has passed.
my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
I like that. The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the land call out to passers-by to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. Okay, couldn't even lose 10 gold. I think it's this one. Oh, come on! Ah, well, it happens. I'm not as good as following cards as I used to be.
A grand opportunity for you to take whatever pleases you and go about your day.
Oh, it's Mel's problems. We don't have 10 gold. As you know, we often don't.
Will you push on despite nature itself attempting to thwart you?
Oh my. Oh, well, random's random here. Yeah! Second wind in combat, boost life to 75 and life drops below 25, then discard this card. Okay, so if shit gets real, we'll be good. Looks like my recipe is a success. Another blizzard. Ow. Okay, we gotta try and follow these. Nope, not happening. Another blizzard. Go figure. Getting wrecked. Random's random here. Okay.
Ever since I've returned to this world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
Sure thing. Westwind's only tavern, the Rusty Razor, is a safe harbor among the many dangers of the outer reaches of the Empire. Its barkeep sits outside his establishment with a look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he jolts straight up, and a smile almost breaks out across his face. At last, someone from the guild is here. These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me. Before you can disagree, the owner swings open the saloon doors and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of empty soldiers enjoying ale rather than doing their duty. The freshly invigorated barkeep hops on the table and shouts above the noise. You lazy drunken deserters are done. The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and now you're all going to have to get back to your posts. This town needs defending. One of the soldiers rises with a slight sway. We've got 3 days until our shift ends, and we return to civilization. So we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten the supply of ale. Right, lads? A raucous cheer erupts, and the beer tankards smash together all around. So why don't you take your shiny little badge and shove off? I have no bribe. So we will threaten. You suggest, with the menace, that the soldiers should report to duty, or they'll report to the healer. Oh, goody! I think it's this one. I was wrong. I won't be threatened by the likes of you. Now we fight. I can heroic sacrifice. Yeah, let's do it. We'll get Mal back here shortly. I'm only fighting one dude. A phalanx of steel. Okay, it's not one dude. It's one set of dudes. Soldier. The expansion of the Empire requires constant conscription of new blood. Soldiers block all attacks, greatly reducing their damage. Use bash to open them up for damage. Oof. Yeah, we bashed successfully. Luckily, his allies are leaving him alone. Damn it. Oh, I couldn't get that counter. 51 damage. Oh, dang it. Oh, I used my blessing, dang it. Remembering to interrupt myself here. Well, it took a lot of effort, but dear God, I can't imagine what would have happened if there were more of them. I guess the other ones might not have had the shields. Yeah, we lost a blessing, which is unfortunate. Discard for 5 max life. Yes. Oh, good, we got some gold. As soldiers fall under yet another blow from your weapon, the leader shouts, "Stop! All right, we'll do our part. Just stop cracking our skulls." We gain some fame. I don't know what fame's gonna do for us here, but hopefully good things.
I am torn between my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
Halt, vile human! A voice calls out as a dozen small creatures leap from the trees. It takes a moment to realize they are gnomes. Dirty, poorly armed gnomes. A few hold spears, but most only have a rock or a sharpened stick. "We seek arms to defend ourselves," a gnome declares loudly. "Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something." "I'll give you some food for a helmet," one of the small folks exclaims. "No, give me some armor and I'll give you a health potion," chimes in another. I'll give them something. Oh, no, I won't. You refuse, and the gnomes attack! A collection of sharp sticks and rocks flying out in your direction. Okay. Jerks? If I had extra, I would give them, but I do not.
Children. It's hard to conceive that either of us were ever such.
He's just a child, you overhear. A deeper voice growls. "We have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he's spawned from and show them where our outpost is." You consider the boy's fate. "I will offer to take the boy to the dungeon. Upon your greeting, the guards recognize you. Ah, hero, it's an honor. We'll be grateful for your service. The outpost is that way." They point to the west, further in the forest. You lead the lost boy away from the guards. He glares at you with contempt, and then we'll let him go. +1 to everything makes it easy. He fiddles with a little dried plant hung around his neck nervously. "Okay, I will tell you. There was an Empire ambush on our village, and I ran with Mother. We got separated." He wipes some tears from his face angrily. "But I'm not afraid. I am a clan Catsfoot, and we are great pathfinders. I will find my way home." The boy tells you what he knows of the area, which is that. I do not have all the blessings I need, so I'm going to guess gain 2 fame. It says Blessed Summit, so I have a feeling I'm not going to make it.
Are you ready to face the priestess of
No.
the people and drive the deal the Empire has requested? Or will you turn and flee?
The winds clear the dark clouds to reveal the spire of a ritual house protruding from the summit. You press on through the thick snow to find a wooden structure adorned with the spoils of war. As you enter the great hall, the towering arched door swings open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters, accompanied by raiders. Mal bows low to the ground. "My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss a truce between the Empire and Northerners, milady." "So they send me a silver-tongued devil and his shield maiden?" She smirks. "I hope for your sake you have a decent offering." You kneel before the High Priestess. I see. Only 4 blessings? What a pitiful effort. With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly.
The giantess claps, the sound ringing in the silent, cold hall. "Ha! This small thing survived it. Impressive. But if you wish to speak to me of treaty, you must prove yourself against my champion. Hello! Yeah, we don't need Mal. I don't think he really does that much. Let's go. So the key is to have more gold. You need to find more gold. Berserker Champion. Fierce, loyal, and relentless champion of the High Priestess. Berserker weapons are imbued with ice that slows their enemies' movement and attacks. Oof. Oh, that got me. I don't even remember which one of these guys I've already hit. Damn, he got me. We might just fail this mission. Good, we got one of them. Yeah, damn it. We can do this. I don't think if I get hit again, I'll survive. Boom! Gotcha! Whew. That was tight. That was close. That was intense. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I'm impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Those are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brandstrom. So we got the silver one. For besting the High Priestess's champion, we get the Humble Hammer, Berserker's Creed, Extinguisher, Winter Solstice, Burning Building, Temple Prayers, and Cartographer. For sending Mount Freitas, your supplies have been added to 5 food, Warrior's Axe, and Soldier's Sword. Interesting, those have tokens on them. Boom. For finding the forest folk, we get the Old Maiden. For clearing out the Rusty Razor, we get a Friendly Innkeeper. Cool. That is some pretty good swag that we just got. Now, it is only silver, which is unfortunate. We'll have to gold it at some point. I think I'm going to explore the other stuff first before I go back to it. I don't know. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to approach these, because I am definitely going to try and get gold on all of them. It's just going to be a matter of time. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I certainly had a blast, as I always do when playing this game. I will see you next time, but until then, keep your gears turning.